Hi everyone. So it's like March 13th, March 14th, and so this is a time that you want to plant or start your seedlings that are anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks out from planting out in the garden. So we already did our, or I already did my seed starting for the seeds that were 10 to 12 weeks. So my plant out time for me, it's like the first, second week of May. And that's when I'll start planting out in the garden. So the seeds I'm doing today, they're all labeled as to start 6 to 8 weeks before planting outside. Let me show you which ones they are, and then we can get back to planting. So here's what we have left to plant. The French marigold, Mr. Majestic. The Inca 2s are African marigolds. The zinnias, the Senor, another zinnia, Precocia hybrid mix. It's a small zinnia. And then the zinnia State Fair mix. Some sweet peppers. Cardinal Climber. The portulacas. Callios. Tomato plants. Cucumber plants are probably not until the end of March, maybe first week of April. I'll start them seeds. Then of course the flowering kale, they're not until July. So I do the same thing that I did with the others in the previous video when we planted out the seeds that were 10 to 12 weeks. I just fill my flat, some seed starting mix, and take my watering can and water this really well. Then sprinkle the seeds in there and cover them up. It's that simple. There's nothing hard about it. Just let Mother Nature do the rest. I think this year's garden, it's going to be real colorful with everything that I have going on here as far as seeds. Lots of different colors, which is what you want. These are marigolds here. These marigolds, they'll grow relatively fast. I kind of refer to them as a weed. They're really easy to grow. so seeds are sprinkled across, and we'll throw some seed mix on top. With the marigold seed, you want about a 1/4 of an inch of cover on them. I think the rule of thumb is, whatever size your seed is how much cover you want to put on it when you're starting your seeds. So marigold seeds are a little over a 1/4 of an inch long. And we'll put a 1/4 of an inch of seed starting mix on top. And that looks pretty good. And just like before, take our pump sprayer and wet the top. Alright, there we go. Our first tray of marigolds ready to go. I'll set them out in the grow area, and should have some germination in about a week on these. Let me take you in and show you the grow area. I'll show you the progress on what we planted back. It's been 3-4 weeks now on the seedlings we did that needed to be planted 10 to 12 weeks before planting out. Alright, so here's the seedlings we planted about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And they're really looking good. They're looking healthy. I have the lights on. I turn the lights on first thing in the morning before I leave for work, and I turn them off right before going to bed. And they're on heat mats. The thing with the heat mats though is it dries out the seed starting mix relatively quickly. So you need to be checking them, you need to be watering them. These need a little water right now. So these were the Vinca Cascade. And these, like I said, have been planted for 3 or 4 weeks now. All of these are the Vinca Cascade, and they're the trailing type of Vinca. And here's the geraniums. They're looking really good. See the geraniums. These are the Rebecca's. These start out really small. There's a lot of them popping up now. And this is another Vinca cascading type. You see it's dry from being on the heat mat. I really like these heat mats. It's the first year I used them. If you haven't already seen it, check out my video on the heat mats, and they really work. They work well. And down here, here's the petunias. There's a lot of germination here with petunias. petunias start out very tiny, and then next thing you know, they're double in size, triple in size within a couple days. But these will stay tiny like this for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden they'll be huge compared to what they are now. And this is the other Vinca variety. This is just a standard mounding type plant. The tattoo blueberry. And these are doing well. So everything we did 3-4 weeks ago looks really good. They all look healthy right now. So there's the rest of my grow area, and we're going to fill these shelves up today with everything we're planting. We're just going to plant everything out at this point except for the pickling cucumbers, because we're at March 13th, March 14th. Spring's around the corner. I think today we're expecting like 55, 58 degree temperatures outside. So, on our way. Let me get back to planting. So there we have it. Everything's planted out for this year. And everything's set out in the grow area under lights. So for the next couple of weeks, all I need to do is just keep all of these trays watered, and we'll wait for germination. So I'll keep you posted on this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me. And I'll see you in the next one.